Okay, example 3, we're making just another stem and leaf plot. Numbers in this one, 78, 89, 107, 64, 79, 91, 84, 101, 83, and 86. Yes, I sure can. 78, 89, 107, 64, 79, 91, 84, 101, 83, 86. This problem is not really that difficult, but I intentionally put it there because it goes to my last tip that I gave. As you can see, we have data of inconsistent length in this problem. As you can see, we've got a whole bunch of 2-digit numbers, and then in that list we have 107 and 101, which are 3-digit numbers. So you're going to have to make them a consistent length before you get started. Now, the easiest way to make these consistent length is to put a 0 in front of a bunch of them. So that means instead of 78, 078. Instead of 89, 089. Instead of 64, 064. See what I'm doing? In front of the 2-digit numbers, I'm just adding a 0. All right. Now that you've done that, everything's a consistent length. Everything's a 3-digit number now, which is exactly what I want. Now, some of you are going to look at this and say, okay, everything starts with a 0 or 1. It's one way you can do it. I look at this and I say, okay, everything starts with 07, 08, oh sorry, 06, 07, 08, 09, and 10. So that's what I'm going to use for my stem. Okay, so then I just have to fill in the leaves. So 078 or 78, so next to 07 goes the 8. 089, next to 08 goes the 9. 107, next to 10 goes the 7. 064, next to 06 goes the 4. 079, next to 07 goes the 9. 091, next to 09 goes the 1. 084, next to 08 goes the 4. 101, next to 10 goes the 1. 083, next to 08 goes the 3. 086, next to 08 goes the 6. Don't forget the key. I'm going to take this. I have to say that 06 bar 4 is the same as 064. Now, what happens if you don't make the data consistent length? I can tell you that most often when people forget to make the numbers the same length, what I often get are those really long stem and leaf plots that take up a whole page because they didn't think to put the numbers in order. Think about it logically. A number in the 70s has to come before a number in the hundreds. Your stem and leaf plot should follow that same basic order. If you don't, chances are the way you'll screw it up is you'll put your hundreds number up here, and then down here you'll have the 80s. It doesn't make sense. Okay. So make sure you make your stem and leaf plots consistent length. Okay, let's go to the last example. We're making a double stem and leaf plot. Now, the double stem and leaf plot, you're comparing two like pieces of information. So, for instance, if I wanted to compare Westville's track times and Washington Township's track times, I could make a double stem and leaf plot. Obviously, I can't make a double stem and leaf plot of Westville's track times and Washington Township's baseball scores. That doesn't make sense. It has to compare like information. That's the only reason to make a double stem and leaf plot. So as you can see in this one, I'm comparing the customers that go into store A and the customers that go into store B. Customers. store A numbers are 28, 38, 48, 37, 47, 35, 46. Store B's customer counts 21, 32, 41, 47, 23, 36, 41. Now, as far as starting the stem and leaf plot goes, it's going to start just like any other one. I'm going to start with store A's customers, and I'm going to make a regular old stem and leaf plot out of that. Now, as you can see, store A's numbers all start with a 2, a 3, or a 4. So that's what's going to have to go in the stem now. 2, 3, 4. All right. So I've got 28, then 38, then 48. So you can see I put an 8 next to each of the numbers. Then I've got 37 and 47, so a 7 next to each of those. 35, so a 5 next to the 3. And then 46, a 6 next to the 4. So the question then becomes, what do you do with stores B's customers? When you have a second set of data that you're filling in, those are going to go to the other side of the numbers. So you're going to have another vertical bar going this way, and now you're going to fill in the second set of numbers over this way. So you do have to label these. You have to label this one store A, and that one store B. As you can see, here's where it truly gets the name stem and leaf plot. Here's the stuff that supports everything. Out here is the stuff that might or might not be there, like the leaves. Stem and leaf plot, just like a tree. Okay. So, got 21, a 1 next to the 2. Again, we're going this way now. 32, 2 next to the 3. 41, a 1 next to the 4. 47, 7 next to the 4. 23, 3 next to the 2. 36, 6 next to the 3. 41, a 1 next to the 4. You have to include a key. The key has to grab information from both sets of data. So I'm going to grab this piece of information here, and I'm going to say 2 bar 3 bar 8 equals 38 and 32. Now, I don't think it's going to happen, but just in case it does, I can't say I haven't mentioned it. If they ask you for a double ordered stem and leaf plot, again, I don't think they do, but it's a possibility. For a double ordered stem and leaf plot, obviously this goes in order, just like we did over there. No big deal. This also goes in order from left to right. So it wouldn't go 1, it would go 1, 3 up here, not 3, 1. Okay, don't think the order starts from the stem and goes out. The order reads left to right always, just like we read.